Our journey begins in Bangkok, the humming, heaving capital of Thailand, and the inevitable starting point for a travel experience that is going to introduce a new player to the country's rail community, the Blue Jasmine train. This, we are promised, will be a unique blend of heritage and silk-infused style. We can't wait to see it. Bangkok is defined by the mighty Chao Phraya River, known as the River of Kings. It is also defined by its numerous elevated highways and dramatic SkyTrain routes. Good luck in the rush hour. We get an early sense of the Bangkok buzz over shiny cocktails at a glamorous rooftop bar. And we get an early sense of the majesty of the city at the magnificent Wat Arun Temple of Dawn, one of the many outstanding Buddhist sites here. Bangkok is the most visited city in the world. It is also famously friendly. What else would you expect in the land of smiles? We get lots of smiles from the vendors at the street food market in Bangkok's Chinatown, known here as Yao Orat. It's a lively, vibrant spot, offering a range of tasty snacks and visual treats that certainly whet the appetite for what's to come. There are calmer spots in the city. One, the Jim Thompson House, is going to be very relevant to our story. This is a truly serene place, the beautifully preserved one-time home of James H.W. Thompson, the Thai Silk King. This American businessman, who served in Southeast Asia during the Second World War, was responsible for reviving the traditional Thai weaving industry in the 1950s and 60s. Just at the point of triumph, he disappeared mysteriously in Malaysia in 1967. But the legacy of his work lives on to this day in the form of truly exquisite silk and hand-woven fabrics, which are known and celebrated worldwide. There is time for one last look at the Chao Phraya River, which serves both as a historical artery and a modern transit route. We stop to take in the razzmatazz of the riverfront Asiatic docking station, which is also home to an open-air shopping mall, dining district, and night market complete with a Ferris wheel which can whisk you up to a height of 60 metres. This is a great spot for getting some perspective and soaking in magical views on both sides of the river, including the bright lights of the flashy Icon Siam shopping centre. Quite a contrast to what lies ahead. The morning brings another day, another adventure. This one begins in Hua Lamphong Station, a grand old building designed in the Italianate neo-Renaissance style. Its pedigree and heritage is celebrated in an on-site railway museum full of fascinating artifacts and a selection of age-old steam locomotives. This makes it a popular place for visiting groups of school children, not to mention rail enthusiasts. But Hua Lamphong also remains a functioning station. And this is where, fittingly, the Blue Jasmine train is unveiled to the world. A gleaming vision in blue, which has been meticulously prepared for the day and suitably garlanded with flowers. On the platform, the staff proudly present the new train in all its glory. The Blue Jasmine is indeed a train with history. The carriages were built in Japan in the 1960s, and for many years were deployed on that country's multiple sleeper train routes. In the early 2000s, in a gesture of friendship and cooperation, the Japanese government gifted these carriages to the State Railway of Thailand, SRT, which has deployed them in a number of ways ever since, especially on some of its more prestigious outings. But this latest incarnation is something else. A totally new concept curated by Asia travel specialist DTH Travel in partnership with the Jim Thompson brand. With accommodation for just 37 guests, the Blue Jasmine offers an intimate atmosphere. On board, there's a mixture of classic bunk cabins with shared bathroom facilities, elegantly updated premium suites, a dedicated dining car, and a lounge offering panoramic views that becomes the social heart of the experience. When the whistle finally sounds and the train eases forward, the emotion is palpable. At last, we are on our way. First stop is the historic city of Ayutthaya. It takes a while to leave the metropolis of Bangkok behind. A good opportunity to get to know fellow passengers and to forge new friendships in the convivial setting of the bar car. Slowly the views become greener, the setting more tropical. No sooner do we arrive in Ayutthaya than another travel experience awaits. A ride in convoy by tuk-tuk, the motorised three-wheeler rickshaw so popular in this part of the world. We are transported to another time and place. The fabulous archaeological site housing the ruins of what for 400 years, from 1350 CE to the mid-18th century, was the capital of the country, then known as Siam. With its iconic Buddha statues and crumbling towers and temples, destroyed in the course of multiple wars with Burma, this site has an extraordinary power. It is clear that we are standing at the heart of what was once a very great kingdom, the spirit of which shines through the ruins and remains unvanquished. Our journey by tuk-tuk continues. Is there a more exciting way of travelling than this? Well, possibly there is. On water, being silently rowed to a mystery destination, concealed by trees and reeds and surrounded by a lotus pond. There is something Amazon-like about the experience. But in fact, lunch is served at Bantai Ayutthaya Kong Sabua, a place inspired by the architectural style of old Ayutthaya. Next up is Nakhon Sawan, gateway to Uthai Thani, a peaceful province known for its strong spiritual traditions and beautiful countryside, reached after further tantalizing glimpses of ancient temples along the way. On this stretch, we turn our focus to the train's interior. Beautifully decked out with Jim Thompson's silks and fabrics, chosen specifically for their craftsmanship, heritage value, and vibrant colours. These textiles bring warmth, richness, and a distinctly Thai character to the carriages, elevating the interiors to a standard of understated quality. The involvement of Jim Thompson symbolises the bridge between tradition and modern silk designs and soft furnishings, a combination that sits at the heart of the Blue Jasmine experience.
Good morning, Uthai Heritage Hotel.
Although billed as a train tour, only 2 of the 8 nights of this trip are on board the Blue Jasmine. The remaining 6 are spent in well-selected hotels, frequently with a boutique feel. But nothing prepares us for the Uthai Heritage Resort. A former schoolhouse, this property has been transformed into a charming hotel, complete with nostalgic school-like corridors and characterful wooden furnishings. In the morning, we are invited to join in for the 8 o'clock flag-raising ceremony in the school courtyard and the singing of the royal anthem. It is strangely stirring. Then it's straight to the classroom for a Thai language lesson. JJ, our English-speaking tour guide, talks us through everyday phrases and playful tongue twisters, including the well-loved mai.
The Blue Jasmine inaugural journey.
Another highlight of our time in Uthai Thani is a visit to a bustling market on the banks of the Sakai Krang River. It is alive with farmers, vendors, and the comforting aromas of grilled pork and freshly cut herbs. Here we select fruits and simple offerings for almsgiving, a ritual deeply woven into Thai life. A monk glides towards us in a small wooden boat, the bow dipping quietly with each stroke. One by one, we step forward to offer our gifts, placing our hands together in a respectful way. Lunch beckons, and there's plenty to chew over as we board a traditional rice barge to float downstream on the Sakai Krang River. The river shimmers with the early morning light, giving the moment a peaceful, almost timeless quality. We are blessed by the monk. We are blessed simply to be here on such a morning and such a day, in a province which is not on the tourist highway, and all the more rewarding as a result of that. But of course there are temples to visit here too, such as the Golden Temple, decorated with intricate golden motifs, a masterpiece of craftsmanship and spiritual symbolism. Even more spectacular is Wat Tha Sun, the glass temple, an extraordinary place of mirrored pillars, dazzling glass mosaics, and crystal chandeliers. Quite what the Buddha would have made of all this bling is anyone's guess. But even for the most jaded temple visitor, Wat Tha Sun really does have the wow factor. But now it's time for us to experience the thrill of train travel at night, journeying from the lowlands of Nakhon Sawan to the highlands of Chiang Mai. Dinner is served, always a highlight on a train. And all eyes are on the train's lead chef, Patipat Latong.
Thai cuisine makes special is the same one pot for all ingredient, no? And all the ingredient coming in one pan. And then all the taste from the different ingredient you have in one pot. And this makes so attractive the Thai food.
Using ingredients reflecting the regions along the route, he and his team, who have been given a guiding hand by veteran super chef Alessandro Haab, deliver a series of culinary delights as darkness descends. We savour the magic of the moment before retiring to our cabins to be rocked to sleep. By dawn's first light, we are in a completely different setting, a world of mists and mountains. Breakfast on board, as we recommence the journey, involves fruits and omelettes, with a side of spectacular scenery all the way into Chiang Mai. We even ride past the golf course. This is train travel magic, full of little mysteries and moments that inspire. Light rain greets us as we roll into Chiang Mai, falling softly across the mountains and giving the city a refreshing coolness on arrival. There is a statue of an elephant to greet us as we disembark at Chiang Mai station. These powerful creatures are a national symbol seen all over Thailand, but nowhere more so than in Chiang Mai, the cultural heart of the north and the former capital of the Lana Kingdom. In the 2 days that we are going to spend here, we are going to see a lot of statues, images and sculptures of elephants. We are also going to be seeing them for real. But first we get our bearings in the old town. A large expanse of land that was originally surrounded by a wall and a 20-metre wide, water-filled moat. Thrillingly, parts of the historic wall and the gates remain, recalling that much earlier age. A short walk to restaurants, cafes, and quaint little handicraft shops selling wood carvings, sarongs, jewellery, and, of course, lots of dramatic paintings of elephants. In the past, elephant tourism has not always been kind to the animals themselves, especially the practice of riding them. We want to make sure that any elephant experience we have is guided by ethical, eco-friendly principles and does not involve any harm to the animals or the environment. All of which is the case at the Chiang Mai Elephant Land. We even prepare breakfast for them, chopping up large platefuls of delicious-looking watermelon. Lucky guys. Of course, there are plenty of Buddhist temples in and around Chiang Mai too, more than 300 of them. But one stands out above all others, the Wat Si Supan Silver Temple, an extraordinary, unique structure stunningly clad in silver and glittering in the sun. We have never seen anything quite like it. And love the fact that all around the temple complex there are workshops in which skilled silversmiths are creating beautifully patterned works of art in silver and aluminium. We may have left the train for now, but the spirit of adventure remains as we speed by open-top jeep in a small convoy high into the hills surrounding Chiang Mai for an experience that you will not find on any other tourist itinerary. We are looking at a stunning range of mountains across a beautifully manicured lawn, on which there is a grand piano. A group of singers, all stylishly dressed, stand ready to deliver a stunning open-air performance of songs selected from top-notch musicals and operas. The first part of the journey back to Bangkok is one of the most scenic of the whole trip. As we weave our way away from the mountains of Chiang Mai, the tracks twist and turn through deep green forests, encountering elevated bridges and a very long tunnel.
I think it's a nice introduction to Thailand. I mean, there's two sides to it. There's the train side to it, but then we're on the train only for 2 nights, but we have day trips on the train as well. So there's a nice mixture for everyone if they want to see and experience different kinds of things. So visiting a temple or we had a mini concert on the top of a hill and things like that. So it was a nice mixture of different things going on. So I think it's good for everyone. But for me, because I'm a rail fan, it's mainly the train I'm interested in and the views that we can see on both sides, particularly in a carriage like this with such large windows. This is the first of its kind. People have done like 1-day and 2-day trips before, but never this kind of length. It's very unique, this train, the Blue Jasmine train. And I'm very grateful they're actually spearheading this kind of trip, and hopefully it will encourage other people to do the same.
All too soon, we are at Silla Art, the station from which we will journey by bus to Sukhothai, home in the 13th and 14th centuries to an even earlier capital of Thailand. In the Si Sachanalai UNESCO World Heritage Historical Park, located on the banks of the River Yom, we marvel at a new cast of iconic temples and spellbinding statuary. Inside one, a monk is chanting, his sonorous voice reverberating through the ages, bringing us too, for a fleeting second, into contact with the eternal. One temple stands out, the Wat Prasi Ratana Mahatat, a great monument to that other earlier era of Thai greatness. It's hard to tear ourselves away But fortunately, our evening venue, just across the river, is Ban Chomprang, a beautiful heritage residence with a large garden, offering a direct view onto the majestic temple we have just been admiring. What a place to enjoy a sundowner and some street food style grilled snacks prepared on the premises. There is an artistic treat too. A group of students at a local college perform a dazzling array of traditional dance movements with skill, raw energy and a slightly cheeky coquettishness. The following day is a whirlwind of creative activity, involving a hands-on pottery workshop and demonstrations of the traditional crafts of weaving and goldsmithing. We are shown how to decorate bowl-shaped clay that has already been fired. Fish and flower decorations are common themes. Who knew there are some real Michelangelos in our midst? Ceramic production is one of the most important artistic legacies of the Sukhothai kingdom. From the 13th to 15th centuries, the area evolved into a major centre of trade and craftsmanship, supported by abundant high-quality clay and minerals. Another Sukhothai legacy is seen in its traditional hand weaving, especially fine silk and cotton fabrics for sarongs. We visit the village of Ban Hat Sieo and watch as local women weave their magic using traditional weaving techniques such as ikat and brocading, creating a lovely range of scarves, bags and decorative household linens. We also stop at a place prized for the excellence of its goldsmith skills. Sukhothai is famous for a very distinctive Thai jewellery style, known for using high purity gold, 99.99%, and incorporating intricate braiding and designs inspired by ancient Sukhothai art. We watch in awe as these highly skilled goldsmiths mould and fire the pieces of gold into beautiful necklaces, earrings, and intricate ornaments. We are welcomed back on board the Blue Jasmine with a refreshing early evening cocktail. This will be our second journey by night on the train, bringing us all the way back to Bangkok. We enjoy a spectacular sunset as we set off from Silla At, and the hum of conversation fills the bar car. So many memories to reflect on as the train heads into the night and dinner is served. At first light of day, we awake to the unmistakable sight of the Bangkok skyline, the great city beginning to stir. Before we know it, we are pulling into Hua Lamphong station, the place from which we departed only a few days ago. In the end, we are back at the beginning. We have come a long way, and there is a little sadness that our journey has come to a close.
Welcome to the ball.
Well, almost to a close. In a tour that always likes to go the extra mile, there is one final standout experience to come. That evening, we board a small boat and drift into the Chao Phraya River at dusk. Our stopping point is the Sirisala Villa, a spectacular riverside property crafted out of traditional wooden houses on stilts, and a recent addition to the small luxury hotels of the world collection. Here in this older part of town, we gather for an informal farewell reception. Dancers attired in sensational traditional costumes beguile and captivate us. We feast on yet more sumptuous dishes, delighting in our shared stories and experiences. More than a rail journey, this new service represents the revival of a rare set of heritage carriages, a cross-cultural collaboration, and a bold step forward for Thailand's experimental tourism sector. We drink to that as we watch the swirling river and wonder where it will take us to next.